Poland exposes the weakness of the European Union pan-federalism ideology while further opening its wings. I have been always very much skeptical about the EU future. When I was a student in UK, there was a debate about the EU future, and I remember I was reading and hearing the debates like EU integration is a living example of failure. Especially the Americans were advocating this idea. As a young Turk at that time, it was a great interest to read and to hear such debates about the future of EU, which Turkey wants to involve in or get in as a member. However, as the time passes, now I am an adult, it becomes clear that it is not easy to achieve such integration, and there are many challenges to overcome, and one of them is the sovereignty issue. If a concept of EU should be discussed like American or America, then the EU should achieve the federalism, and that means a single currency. Mostly it is achieved. Federalism, not even close to, and a single army, only discussion and nothing taken. And withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the EU clearly sets risks ahead of EU in future. Therefore, EU cannot neglect the Poland or Hungary issue at all. It's not easy to solve these issues, but EU has to come up with a solution. But I would like to discuss about Poland. Poland has been under the EU critics since 2010. According to critics, these policies are incompatible with the EU values and rules and the principle of democratic society. But Warsaw argued that their decision is necessary to fight against the corruption in the judiciary and a disinformation campaign by domestic and foreign actors protect its culture and identity. Most importantly, Warsaw insists that Poland is a sovereign state and intends to develop such policies as it sees fit. After the Brexit, it is clear that it is clear threat to EU feudalism. Brussels has limited option to control. EU is not a club where you can dismiss anyone. You have to come together and take a unanimous vote, and then you can only expel a member, or the member should apply for this. Therefore, EU has to use economic, I will say, tools to convince Warsaw. They threatened to cut the agricultural and structural funds to push Warsaw complying with the EU principles. However, this only will alienate Warsaw greatly and push it to foreign nations like China and US. Unlike Russia, Warsaw is likely to work with China. But Warsaw will not work with Russia due to historical problems, and from China they will accept the foreign investments, and even the US investments will be okay for Poland to go for. And if those investments will increase, let's say, as a flow to Warsaw, it will create great obstacles for EU to implement any sanctions to China, let's say, especially if required. This would also boost the US, since it is also its interest to contain Chinese integration into European market. US will not allow these kind of things to happen. But US is not very much concerned about also EU federalism or federalism to come live. US is much more concerned with the Germany actions or Germany ideology about Russia, because Germany needs the Russian energy because of the scarcity, and that makes them worry, and worry also the Poland, because Poland doesn't trust Germany because Poland thinks that the EU is an economic club, but not a security. It doesn't create any security umbrella for Poland. And as long as the variables change, the intention of Germany might change, and they might become neutral if there will be a military conflict between Poland and Russia. in future. So they don't trust the EU security umbrella in that regard. Therefore, we will see Poland more and more develop independent security policies. And one of the signs that we have seen is Poland has purchased Turkish drones, which proved its reliability in Libya and the war between the lately war between Azerbaijan and Armenia, especially its effectiveness in both countries against the Russian military equipments. We think that the Poland wants to diversify its military equipments. While it creates its own military industry, develops the capability of Polish military industry. Poland is aware that they cannot rely on the EU defense mechanism because they don't trust the German, and it leans to develop its own military industry. The economic success that Warsaw has been pursuing since 2000 has given an unprecedented levels of prosperity to country, and it allows the government, all the governments so far, to be re-elected many times so far. That will create Poland to develop its own independent policies for Poland in the future too. Warsaw is convinced that EU is only an economic umbrella. It creates an economic umbrella, but not a security umbrella. This is something that we shall always remember. An economic benefit can always change based on the variables or the changing variables, and therefore Warsaw has to develop the independent policies. While Warsaw pursues such policies, this would most likely weaken the EU bloc policies and create more fragmented bloc in future. And that's why I was always saying that Poland is a really important and a big country among the EU bloc. I don't believe that the Poland's vital importance has been understood by everybody at this moment, especially within EU. Once Poland has been developing its own independent policies, this becomes a crack among the EU, because nobody can say that Poland is considering or doing wrong. Actually, they are doing the right thing. They try to secure their own interest, and because since now the leading countries such as Germany has not been following the benefits of the EU, but only themselves, that gives leverage to Poland to do the same. So Poland has a right to develop its own interests and policies, and this is going to weaken the EU bloc in future. But I believe that it will also make Poland more important in future, because the independent policies will come with their own military industry, with own policies, and economic activities also will be increased to support those policies. So that will put Poland, I will say, in a decade, I will say, a leading position in or among EU bloc. And it's only a reality in our belief, in our idea. And Brussels needs to tighten up its policies, but not to set off Poland. We believe Warsaw is doing just the right things. So if you like this video, please press the like button and share this video with your friends. Have a nice day. Bye.